I insisted on this being the first cultural video on this channel because I kind of needed to justify to people around me why I asked for weird favors from them. Hello, my name is Ali and welcome to the first culture video on this channel. Did you know that the cabs in Egypt have different colors? And we're not even talking about Uber and Kareem and private cabs or like special cabs from the airport or whatnot. No, we're talking about normal day-to-day life, normal pricing cabs in the country. They differ from one region to the other. I mean, sure, there are sometimes a few regions can have the same colors, but there are way more colors than you would think. The thing is, I didn't really grow up in Egypt, and as such, I would only come to Egypt on vacation, and we would take someone's car to go to places, and well, riding cabs and noticing cab colors wasn't really a priority. So even when I went to the countryside where my dad's family's from, Asyut, I didn't really at first notice the differences in color because they were the exact same colors in a way. And again, when we do go to the countryside, we're either A, going by car through desert areas, so again, we don't really go into cities, so we don't really see real life dwellings and whatnot, or B, we're going by train. And again, with the train you go through farm areas, so again, you're not really inside the city. So it wasn't until maybe my second or third visit to Asyut when I noticed, even though the cabs in Cairo are overtly black with white boxes, in Asyut, it's the inverse. It's overtly white with black boxes. And I found the whole thing to be fascinating. My mom was like, yeah, each region has a different color. And I was like, whoa, that's impressive. But again, we didn't really travel that often to different regions back then. It wasn't until years later when I went to Alexandria and I noticed that the cabs there are black, but instead of white, it's yellow. And this thing was so fascinating to me and reminded me, I'm like, oh right, each region has a different color. But again, for a while, I couldn't really see much. And this was something that was always on my mind, and I really wanted to go to different regions just to like document or just observe the different colors of cabs. 2 years ago, when I went to my cousin's engagement party at a new region altogether in Dumyat. I've never been to Dumyat. All I know about it is two things, that A, it's famous for furniture, and B, famous for candy or sweets or whatnot. It wasn't really on a priority list or top list of ever going, but for my cousin's engagement party we had to go and we went on this road trip. The thing is, we were super late going there, so technically we were all like freaking out about making it on time. And so even when I saw these beautiful cabs, I couldn't document it or film it or take a photo of it. Anyways, it was super dark, and like I said, we weren't really in the mindset to start filming cabs outside. So on our way to Dumyat, we kind of passed by Mansoura, which had overtly white and aubergine or eggplant color, we call it bitingani in Arabic, purplish boxes. And then when we got to Dumyat, which like I said, my favorite color is, it was overtly white with beautiful pastel blue. Just loved it. Or at least maybe the ones I saw were pastel. Or maybe because it was dark I thought it was pastel, I have no idea. But I really like the colors, and unfortunately I don't have photographic proof of either of those. However, due to the pandemic, a few of my coworkers who weren't originally from Giza had to go back home. Because honestly, it made no sense to rent a place in Cairo while you can just move back home rent-free until we can go back to work, because we weren't really going to the office anyway. So I sent them messages and asked if they could film cabs when they left the house. And obviously the response was like, you want me to film a cab? Like just go downstairs from my house and film a cab in the street, just a normal cab, like nothing special. The cab's not doing anything. Do I have to write the cab? Nope. I just want you to film a cab there. They definitely thought I was a weirdo of some sort, but they were sweet enough to still film it despite the fact that their coworker was crazy. So I got two videos, one from El Munofia, which, not gonna lie, don't really like their colors, not the best, and also El Fayoum. And then obviously I went to a cousin of mine, Asyut, and asked him. Also another person who thought I was completely cuckoo, but did it anyway. He kept forgetting, but thankfully Ali eventually remembered. And And then there was a friend who technically lives in Mansoura, who unfortunately was completing her master's during the pandemic, and for notarization purposes as well as documentation purposes, she was unfortunately forced to go like different regions. I really feel bad for her, but she was super nice enough to film in all of the different regions she's been to. One of the regions, I think it was El Arish, had the same colors as Asyut, but she also filmed 2 other places, El Ismailiyah and another one, which again I'm loving because I'm really into pastel colors, and that was from Kafr al-Sheikh. I've never really heard about Kafr al-Sheikh, but I think I want to go there because their cabs, they pretty. I love the pastel yellow. I love it. What's hilarious about the whole thing is that my friend is technically from Mansoura, and she has not remembered once to send me a video from Mansoura. But it's fine, I forgive her. I mean, she got me like a lot of others, so it's cool. It's cool. I did not expect to get the ones she got me anyway, but still, it just always felt weird for me. Anyhow, these are the ones I have at the moment on me, and if I do ever travel to other regions or know people from other regions that are nice enough to send me videos without thinking I'm cuckoo, although this time I'll have this video to show them. See, like, I'm not crazy, I swear. I just want to make a part 2 for this one. Just this, I swear, I'm not cray. So yeah, like I said, the main justification for this video today is to prove to the people that I'm not crazy, alright? Everyone that thought I was crazy, this is proof. This is justification. This is why I asked you to go down in the middle of a pandemic and film the streets. Although to be fair, you're all out anyway. I just asked you to remember to film. Oh, and the interesting thing about Cairo is, while before it used to be overtly black with white boxes, it now changed and became all white with black and white boxes on the side, like really tiny strips on both sides. And unfortunately, while filming this video, I couldn't find any of the old cabs anywhere. I looked, I swear, I looked, but they were nowhere to be found. Or when I did find them, they were in a rush and I was in a rush. I didn't really have time to open my bag and get the camera or whatever. Anyhow, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel, and أشوفكم بعدين. مع السلامة.